बीच द्विपक्षीय वार्ता संपन्न हो गई है। सीधे आपको ले चलते हैं हैदराबाद हाउस, जहां दोनों देशों के प्रधानमंत्रियों की मौजूदगी में समझौता ज्ञापनों पर हस्ताक्षर किए जा रहे हैं।
Your Excellency, Mr. Pham Minh Chinh, Prime Minister of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam, Prime Minister, Honorable Ministers, distinguished guests, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to this ceremony where we shall witness some shining examples of India-Vietnam bilateral cooperation. These are by the way of joint inauguration of projects, exchange of memorandums of understanding and agreements, followed by press statement by our two leaders. First, we shall witness the virtual inauguration of Army Software Park at Telecommunications University, Nha Trang, Vietnam. We will begin by playing a video which depicts the salient features of this project.
The elevation of India-Vietnam ties to comprehensive strategic partnership in 2016 during the visit of His Excellency Narendra Modi to Vietnam has seen expansion and deepening of cooperation in various fields, including defense cooperation and information technology. The development of Army Software Park at Telecommunications University in Nha Trang, Vietnam is a collaboration project agreed between the two governments using India's grant assistance of $5 million. The Information Technology and Foreign Language Center of Army Software Park is now fully constructed with 3 6-story buildings, A, B, and C, covering an area of 25,000 square meters. The center is equipped with an information technology system, including 17 classrooms, serving the purposes of training, fostering, and researching information technology and foreign languages, with a total of 200 computers and accompanying equipment, with the data center being the core. The data center of the Army Software Park is built to Tier 3 standards, capable of providing services for digital transformation missions both within and outside the military, with the ability to control and ensure information security. The network system uses advanced technology, high processing capacity, and an internet gateway that ensures seamless domestic and international connectivity with wide bandwidth and high access speed. The cloud computing infrastructure uses VMware virtualization technology. Setting up of this center with assistance from India serves as a foundation and motivation to enhance dynamism, innovation, creativity, and internal strength. The Army Software Park is gradually becoming a bright spot in education, training, and scientific research of the Vietnamese People's Army. This is a beautiful symbol of the defense relationship between the two governments and the relationship between Vietnam and India.
Now I would request both the leaders to jointly unveil the e-plaque for the inauguration of the Army Software Park at Telecommunications University, Nha Trang, Vietnam. Sir. Thank you, sir. We shall next witness the exchange of MOUs and agreements. The first exchange is of the Plan of Action to Advance Comprehensive Strategic Partnership between India and Vietnam, 2024-2028. This will be exchanged from the Vietnamese side by Mr. Bu Tan Sun, Foreign Minister of Vietnam, and on the Indian side by Dr. S. Jaishankar, External Affairs Minister. Thank you, Ministers. We next have the exchange of MOU for cooperation in customs capacity building between CBIC India and the General Department of Vietnam Customs Vietnam. From the Vietnamese side, Mr. Nguyen Van Can, and from the Indian side, Mr. Sanjay Agarwal, Chairman CBIT. Thank you, sir. We next have the exchange of MOU between Central Agricultural University, Imphal, Manipur, and the Vietnam Academy of Agricultural Science, Hanoi, for cooperation in agriculture research and education. On the Vietnamese side, Mr. Dao Thea, Vice President of Vietnam Academy of Agriculture Sciences, and on the Indian side, Dr. Anupam Mishra, Vice Chancellor of CAU, Imphal. Thank you, sir. We next have the exchange of MOU between Ministry of Law and Justice of India and Ministry of Justice of Vietnam on cooperation in legal field. From the Vietnamese side, Mr. Nguyen Quong Ngoc, Deputy Minister of Justice, and from the Indian side, Dr. Rajiv Mani, Law Secretary. Thank you, sir. We next have the exchange of MOU between Prasar Bharati and Voice of Vietnam for cooperation on radio and television. From the Vietnamese side, Mr. Do Tien Si, President of the Voice of Vietnam, and on the Indian side, Mr. Gaurav Dwivedi, CEO, Prasar Bharati. Thank you, sir. We next have the exchange of dollar credit line agreement of $120 million between the Government of Socialist Republic of Vietnam, represented by Ministry of Finance and Export-Import Bank of India, and the dollar credit line agreement of $180 million between Government of Socialist Republic of Vietnam, represented by Ministry of Finance and the Export-Import Bank of India. From the Vietnamese side, we have Mr. Vo Tan Hung, Deputy Minister of Finance, and on the Indian side, Ms. Harsha Bangri, Managing Director, Import-Export Bank of India. Thank you, sir. Ma'am. We next have the exchange of letter of intent between India and Vietnam for restoration and conservation of F block of Mai Son UNESCO World Heritage Site. From the Vietnamese side, we have Mr. Trinh Thi Tue, Deputy Minister for Culture, Sports and Tourism, and from the Indian side, Shri Jaideep Majumdar, Secretary East. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. We next have the exchange of Memorandum of Understanding between the Traditional Medicine Administration Ministry of Health of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam and the National Medicinal Plants Board, the Department of Ayush, Ministry of Ayush, Government of Republic of India, on cooperation in field of medicinal plant. From the Vietnamese side, Mr. Nguyen Thi Thien, and on the Indian side, Dr. Mahesh Kumar Dadich. And last but not the least, we have an exchange of MOU for National Maritime Heritage Complex Lothal. From the Vietnamese side, Ms. Trinh Thi Tue, Deputy Minister for Culture, Sports and Tourism. From the Indian side, Shri T.K. Ramchandran, Secretary, Ministry of Port, Shipping and Waterways. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the exchange ceremony. I now request the spokesperson for Ministry of External Affairs to conduct the remaining part of the ceremony.
Namaskar, good afternoon. Your Excellency, Mr. Pham Minh Chinh, Prime Minister of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam, Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, Honorable Ministers and members of both delegations, distinguished guests and friends from the media. We will now have the press statements. May I request Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi to give his remarks to the media. Sir.
Your Excellency, प्रधानमंत्री फाम मिंग चिंग, दोनों देशों के डेलीगेट्स, मीडिया के हमारे साथी, नमस्कार, सिन चाओ। मैं प्रधानमंत्री फाम मिंग चिंग और उनके डेलीगेशन का भारत में हार्दिक स्वागत करता हूं। सबसे पहले मैं समस्त भारतीयों की ओर से जनरल सेक्रेटरी न्युएन फू चोंग के निधन पर गहरी संवेदनाएं व्यक्त करता हूं। वे भारत के अच्छे मित्र थे और उनके नेतृत्व में भारत और वियतनाम संबंधों को स्ट्रैटेजिक दिशा भी मिली थी। फ्रेंड्स, पिछले एक दशक में हमारे संबंधों के आयामों में विस्तार भी हुआ है और इनमें गहराई भी आई है। पिछले 10 वर्षों में हमने अपने संबंधों को कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव स्ट्रेटेजिक पार्टनरशिप का रूप दिया है। हमारे द्विपक्षीय व्यापार में 85% से अधिक बढ़ोतरी हुई है। एनर्जी, टेक्नोलॉजी एवं डेवलपमेंट पार्टनरशिप में आपसी सहयोग में विस्तार हुआ है। रक्षा एवं सुरक्षा क्षेत्रों में आपसी सहयोग को नई गति मिली है। पिछले एक दशक में कनेक्टिविटी बढ़ी है और आज हमारे बीच 50 से ज्यादा डायरेक्ट फ्लाइट्स हैं। इसके साथ साथ टूरिज्म में लगातार वृद्धि हो रही है और लोगों को ई वीजा की सुविधा भी दी गई है। मी सोन में प्राचीन मंदिरों के पुनरुद्धार का कार्य सफलतापूर्वक पूरा किया गया है। फ्रेंड्स, पिछले दशक के अचीवमेंट्स को देखते हुए आज की हमारी चर्चा में हमने आपसी सहयोग के सभी क्षेत्रों पर व्यापक रूप से चर्चा की और भविष्य की रूपरेखा तैयार करने की ओर कई कदम उठाए। हम मानते हैं कि विकसित भारत 2047 और वियतनाम के विजन 2045 के कारण दोनों देशों में विकास ने गति पकड़ी है। इससे आपसी सहयोग के बहुत से नए क्षेत्र खुल रहे हैं और इसलिए अपनी कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव स्ट्रेटेजिक पार्टनरशिप को और अधिक मजबूत देने के लिए आज हमने एक नया प्लान ऑफ एक्शन अपनाया है। डिफेंस और सिक्योरिटी के क्षेत्र में सहयोग के लिए नए कदम उठाए हैं। नया चांग में बने आर्मी सॉफ्टवेयर पार्क का आज उद्घाटन किया गया। $300 मिलियन की क्रेडिट लाइन पर बनी सहमति से वियतनाम की मैरीटाइम सिक्योरिटी सशक्त होगी। हमने यह भी तय किया है कि आतंकवाद और साइबर सुरक्षा इस विषयों पर सहयोग को बल दिया जाएगा। हम इस बात पर सहमत हैं कि आपसी व्यापार के पोटेंशियल को प्राप्त करने के लिए आसियान इंडिया ट्रेड इन गुड्स एग्रीमेंट की समीक्षा जल्द से जल्द संपन्न की जाए। डिजिटल पेमेंट कनेक्टिविटी के लिए हमारे सेंट्रल बैंकों के बीच सहमति बन गई है। हमने निर्णय लिया है कि ग्रीन इकोनॉमी और न्यू इमर्जिंग टेक्नोलॉजी के क्षेत्रों पर ध्यान केंद्रित किया जाएगा। ऊर्जा और पोर्ट डेवलपमेंट में एक दूसरे की क्षमताओं को पारस्परिक लाभ के लिए इस्तेमाल किया जाएगा। दोनों देशों के प्राइवेट सेक्टर, स्मॉल एंड मीडियम एंटरप्राइजेस और स्टार्टअप्स को भी आपस में जोड़ने की दिशा में काम किया जाएगा। फ्रेंड्स, कृषि और मत्स्य पालन दोनों देशों की अर्थव्यवस्था का अहम भाग है। ये सेक्टर्स लोगों की आजीविका और फूड सिक्योरिटी से जुड़े हैं। हमने तय किया है कि इन क्षेत्रों में जर्म प्लाज्मा एक्सचेंज और जॉइंट रिसर्च को बढ़ावा दिया जाएगा। हमारी साझा सांस्कृतिक धरोहर के संरक्षण के लिए भारत वर्ल्ड हेरिटेज साइट मी सोन के ब्लॉक ऐप के मंदिरों के संरक्षण में सहयोग देगा। जैसा कि हम सभी जानते हैं, बुद्धिज्म हमारी साझा विरासत है जिसने दोनों देशों के लोगों को आध्यात्मिक स्तर पर एक दूसरे से जोड़ा है। हम भारत में बुद्धिस्ट सर्किट में वियतनाम के लोगों को आमंत्रित करते हैं और चाहते हैं कि नालंदा विश्वविद्यालय का लाभ वियतनाम के युवा भी उठाएं। फ्रेंड्स, हमारी एक्ट ईस्ट पॉलिसी और हमारे इंडो पैसिफिक विजन में वियतनाम हमारा महत्वपूर्ण पार्टनर है। इंडो पैसिफिक के बारे में हम दोनों के विचारों में अच्छा सामंजस्य है। हम विस्तारवाद नहीं, विकासवाद का समर्थन करते हैं। हम फ्री, ओपन, रूल्स बेस्ड और समृद्ध इंडो पैसिफिक के लिए अपने सहयोग को जारी रखेंगे। हम सीडीआरआई में शामिल होने के लिए वियतनाम के निर्णय का स्वागत करते हैं। फ्रेंड्स, एक बार फिर मैं प्रधानमंत्री फाम मिन चिन का स्वागत करता हूं। आपकी यात्रा से हमारे संबंधों में एक नया और सुनहरा अध्याय जुड़ रहा है। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
Thank you, sir. May I now request His Excellency Mr. Pham Minh Chinh, Prime Minister of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam, to give his remarks to the media.
Thưa ngài Thủ tướng Narendra Modi,
Prime Minister Narendra
thưa
Modi,
các vị đại biểu cấp cao
distinguished high-level Indian
và các
and
cơ
Vietnamese
quan báo chí,
delegates,
phóng viên báo chí.
dear friends of the media,
Trước tiên,
At the
xin
outset,
trân trọng cảm ơn
I would
ngài
like to extend my gratitude
cùng các nhà
to
lãnh
His
đạo
Excellency
Ấn
Prime
Độ,
Minister Modi
toàn thể
and the
nhân dân
leaders
Ấn
of
Độ
India and the whole of the Indian people
về sự chia buồn sâu sắc
for the deep condolences
và cử cố vấn
and the sending of your National Security Advisor to the funeral service
chia buồn với nhân
and
dân Việt Nam
express the condolence at the passing
do sự ra đi
of
của đồng chí Tổng Bí thư Nguyễn Phú
Comrade
Trọng.
General Secretary Nguyen Phu Trọng, an extraordinary leader of Vietnam who have devoted his entire life for his people and nation, who is a close friend of the Indian
Việt
people.
Nam sẽ có sự
Vietnam,
thay đổi về lãnh đạo trong thời gian sắp
The leadership
tới.
of Vietnam might change in the
Nhưng quan hệ
future,
hợp
yet
tác hữu nghị
the bond of friendship and
đặc biệt
cooperation,
giữa Việt Nam
the
và
special
Ấn Độ
bond between
không những
Vietnam
không
and
thay đổi,
India shall never
mà
change,
còn ngày càng
and on the
phát triển
contrary, shall
bền vững,
grow
sâu sắc,
more
thực chất
enduringly,
và
concretely,
bền vững
more
trong thời
effectively
gian tới đây.
going forward.
Tôi cũng xin chuyển lời thăm hỏi
I would like
sức
to
khỏe,
extend
thân tình,
my best
kính mến
regards,
của ngài Chủ tịch nước Tô Lâm,
the best regards
Chủ
from
tịch Quốc hội,
President
Thầy Văn,
Tô Lâm,
đến ngài
President
Thủ
of the
tướng
National Assembly Trần Thanh
và
Mẫn,
các nhà lãnh đạo
to Prime Minister Modi
Ấn Độ,
and the leaders
một cái tình
of
cảm
India
thân thiện và quý mến nhất.
with the
Trong
warm
gần 2 ngày
fondness
qua,
and
tôi đã
friendship.
được Thủ tướng
Over the past 2 days,
Narendra Modi và
Prime
các
Minister
bạn
Modi
Ấn Độ
and
đón tiếp hết sức
Indian
chân
friends
thành,
have given me
nồng hậu,
a warm,
chu đáo,
hospitable
quý mến
welcome
trong
from the bottom of your heart,
thân tình, tin cậy. Trở
full
lại thăm
of
đất
trust
đất nước
and
của các
affection.
bạn, tôi cảm thấy
Once
gần như
again, to India,
một cái
I
sự ấm
believe
áp
that I've
về nhà.
sensed a feeling of warmth
Xin hết
as
sức
though
chân thành
I'm
cảm
coming
ơn Thủ
home.
tướng,
I would
các
like
Ấn Độ,
to thank
nhân dân
you,
Ấn Độ.
Prime Minister Modi,
Tôi
and
và ngài
all
Thủ
the
tướng
Indian people.
Narendra Modi vừa có
Prime
cuộc
Minister
hội đàm
Modi and I just
chân
had
thành, tin cậy, nồng ấm,
a
cởi mở,
heartfelt, open, and
thiết thực,
effective
hiệu quả
discussion,
và đạt nhiều cái nhận thức
having
chung và
achieved
kết quả quan trọng.
a wide range of important
Chúng tôi
mutual
nhiệt liệt
understandings
chúc
and
mừng
results.
ngài
We
Narendra
warmly
Modi,
congratulate
Đại nhân dân Ấn
His
Độ,
Excellency Prime Minister Modi,
Liên minh Dân chủ Quốc
the
gia
BJP,
về thắng
and
lợi
the
lịch sử
NDA
trong cuộc bầu cử Hạ viện
for its
18
historic
vừa qua.
victory at the
Và tin tưởng
18th
chắc chắn rằng
election of the Lok
sự lãnh
Sabha.
đạo của ngài
And
Modi
we believe that under the
trong nhiệm kỳ
leadership
Thủ tướng
of
thứ
His
ba
Excellency Prime
liên
Minister
tiếp
Modi, in his third consecutive term, India would continue to bring about greater benefit to the Indian people, achieve even more splendorous successes in the future, and achieve Viksit Bharat 2047 to make India a developed country on the centenary of the Republic in 24/7, an India that enjoyed an increasingly greater role and status in the world, that contribute to peace, stability, development and prosperity in the region and the world. Over the past 10 years, under the leadership of His Excellency Prime Minister Modi, India has become the 5th largest economy in the world, one of the top powers with a striking global role, and having made its mark. The leadership of the BJP and the Prime Minister have brought about great benefit to the Indian people. We are deeply impressed by the hallmark of His Excellency Prime Minister, such as electricity coverage for 28 million poor households, 5G connection, social security, and a dramatic increase in people's living standard, and food security for all, including 800 million who benefit from free food. This is a result of a great effort from the Indian government and His Excellency Prime Minister personally. Rural areas have clean water coverage. The farmers receive much assistance, and for the first time, India landed a spaceship to the South Pole of the Moon. India also held a successful G20 summit, and the Voice of the South, and advanced a corridor between India, the Middle East, and Europe. India also played an important role in the fight against COVID-19 with 4 types of vaccines, from which we also benefited. And even in the production of COVID-19 treatment drugs, we also imported quite a quantity from India. We shared with each other the strategic vision on the world today, especially the dramatic change in the natural environment and human development and the world today. IR 4.0, artificial intelligence, cloud computing are changing fundamentally the way we produce and the way the world is run, as well as the way humans behave. Digital and green transformation, circular economy, and the knowledge and sharing economy, and climate action all are becoming a matter of course. A strategic trend and choice, and a top option for socio-economic development in the world today. The Asia-Indo-Pacific is a locomotive for growth in the world, but it is also where major power politics taking place fiercely. Security challenges, especially non-traditional security challenges, interspersing with each other, are becoming fiercer. They are of a global, whole, comprehensive and whole people nature. We are at a time where there is intertwining opportunities and challenges.
Chúng ta đang trong một cái giai đoạn tức là khó khăn thách thức đan xen với thời cơ và thuận lợi.
There are opportunities intertwined with challenges, but there are more challenges than there are opportunities.
Tôi có thể nói thêm là như vậy để chúng ta
If I could add that much,
trong cái thời gian tới đây,
that is the state of the world today, and the issues that the world face is of a global, comprehensive and whole of people nature. Therefore, we need an approach and a methodology that is global, upholding multilateralism, calling for international solidarity, with the people at the heart as a driver and the actor of all policy, and leave no one behind. Given the state of the world today. That is our position
đề xuất những cái giải pháp như vậy
and
và chúng tôi cũng đã chia sẻ
solutions.
với ngài thủ tướng
And
hội đàm.
this is what I've
Tóm lại là
spoken
chúng ta
with
có cách tiếp cận
His Excellency Prime Minister.
toàn dân toàn diện và
We
toàn
need
cầu trong cái bối cảnh hiện nay.
such solution in the world today.
Narendra Modi hài lòng ghi nhận những tiến triển và thành quả
His
to lớn
Excellency
đã đạt được
Prime Minister and
quan
I
hệ hai nước.
are pleased to witness the immense gains in bilateral relations, especially since the establishment of the Comprehensive Strategic Partnership. During his visit 8 years ago, we reiterated the priority and the importance that our two countries give to each other in our respective foreign policies. We agree to continue to preserve and cherish the traditional ties between Vietnam and India as close, trusted and faithful friends. Friends that have stayed together, stood shoulder to shoulder throughout history, and forever after. We shall seek breakthroughs to further elevate this bond of friendship, enhance the comprehensive strategic partnership in a new strategic era for the prosperity of each country and the well-being of each people. We agree that Vietnam and India have a high level of political trust, similar culture, empathy with each other, complementary economies, and a shared aspiration for national development and for the well-being of people. There is much more around for us to work together in line with the trend of our time, the condition of each country, to live up to the expectation of our respective peoples, and to serve the legitimate rights and interests of our respective nations for each country's sustainable and rapid development needs. Accordingly, Mr. Prime Minister and I and high-level delegations have agreed to adopt a joint statement on enhancing the comprehensive strategic partnership on the occasion of visit with 5 mores. I would like to stress the 5 mores, which are: first, more enhanced political and strategic trust. This means stronger exchanges and more regular engagement at the party, state, parliamentary and people-to-people channels to maximize the effectiveness of cooperation mechanisms and make good use of the POA 2024-2028, focusing on advancing 11 areas of cooperation, including traditional and emerging areas, which I would stress, such as digital transformation, green transformation, IT, and climate action. The second more is more open and deeper defense and security ties, including the effective implementation of the joint vision statement on defense cooperation with Vietnam and India towards 2030. Third, more concrete and effective economic trade and investment cooperation. We agree to double bilateral trade and investment over the next 3 to 5 years. And of course, if we want this, we need a mechanism for cooperation, a new mechanism in accordance with the particularity of each of our country and our respective economies. The fourth more is more open scientific, technological and innovation cooperation to maximize the benefit, maximize the potential and strength of each side in IR 4.0 to cooperate in scientific research, atomic energy, rare earth metal, renewables, and new areas such as semiconductor, AI, and cloud computing. The fifth more is cultural, tourism, and people-to-people shall be more and better, including cultural, civilizational, historical, religious ties between the two countries, making these values into the fundamental drivers to strengthen the friendship and exchanges between the two peoples.
Chúng tôi cũng nhất trí làm sâu sắc
We
hơn
also agree to
hợp tác
further
khu vực
deepen
và quốc tế,
regional and international
tiếp tục
cooperation,
phối hợp ủng hộ lẫn nhau ở các
continue
diễn
to
đàn đa
lend
phương,
support
nhất là Liên Hợp Quốc,
to each other
ASEAN
at
và các
multilateral
cơ chế
forums,
do ASEAN
especially the
dẫn dắt,
UN,
thúc đẩy đối
ASEAN,
thoại hòa
and
bình,
ASEAN-led
xây dựng
mechanisms
lòng tin
to
giữa các
promote
nước, phát huy vai
peaceful
trò
dialogue,
trung tâm của ASEAN, thúc đẩy các
peaceful
cơ chế hợp
dialogue
tác
and
tiểu
peace
vùng
build
sông
and
Mekong.
confidence building among countries
Việt Nam ủng hộ mạnh mẽ
to advance
chính sách
ASEAN
Mekong
centrality
của Ấn Độ
and Mekong
và
subregional
vai trò
mechanism.
ngày càng quan trọng
Vietnam
của Ấn
strongly
Độ
supports India's
trong các
Act
thể
East
chế hợp
policy
tác
and
quan trọng
India's
của khu vực
growing role
toàn cầu.
in the important cooperation
Nhân dịp này,
mechanisms
Việt
in the
Nam
region
đã
and the
quyết
world.
định tham gia Liên minh
On
cơ
the
sở
occasion of my visit, Vietnam
chịu thiên tai
made a decision to be
và
part
khẳng
of
định sớm hoàn tất
India's
thủ tục
CDRI,
tham gia Liên
and
minh
we
năng lượng
will
mặt trời quốc tế.
soon complete our dossier to be part of India's ISA.
Hai bên cũng nhất trí thiết lập tham vấn về ngoại giao kinh tế.
We also agree to establish a deputy foreign ministerial
Hai bên tái
level
khẳng định tầm quan trọng của việc bảo đảm môi trường hòa bình, ổn định,
cultural diplomacy, the economic diplomacy dialogue. The two sides redoubled the importance of ensuring peace, stability, security, safety and freedom of navigation over flights to the East Sea, the South China Sea, and the peaceful settlement of disputes based on respecting international law, especially UNCLOS 1982. We agreed to share information and work together to make the South China Sea into the waters of peace, stability, friendship, cooperation, where the safety, security and freedom of navigation over flight is upheld. On this occasion, the competent authorities of our two countries have signed 12 important cooperation documents in defense, diplomacy, justice, culture, health, scientific research and HR training, and other important documents as well for trade and investment cooperation between our respective business communities. Mr. Prime Minister and I agreed to task the relevant authorities with implementing these agreements in the spirit of harmonizing benefits and sharing risk. Work together, enjoy the fruits together, win together, grow together. Sympathize with each other, share with each other, share a vision, and share in action. Any commitment made, any promise must be delivered on, and anything that has been delivered must see to fruition. That is quantifiable, so that the people of our two countries can benefit from them, and that such cooperation will be in the interest of the prosperity of our respective countries. I trust that with these concrete results, the comprehensive strategic partnership between Vietnam and India has entered a new period, deeper, with greater trust, with greater effectiveness, to live up to the interest and aspiration of our two peoples for peace, cooperation, development in the region and in the world. Let me take the opportunity to extend my cordial invitation to His Excellency Prime Minister to visit Vietnam at the nearest future, to reciprocate the kindness and hospitality that His Excellency and the people of India have accorded to me, as well as to give our thanks for the condolences that you have given us upon the passing of the late General Secretary Nguyễn Phú Trọng. Once again, thank you for your presence here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. With this, we conclude the press statements. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated as the dignitaries exit the room.